single sentence, bringing down a trial 4 years in the making. A judge is granting a mistrial in the case of Richard McTeer. Now, he's the man accused of tossing his girlfriend's baby out of a moving car. As we first broke yesterday, right here at 5, the judge sent everyone home following this testimony from the baby's mother. Take a listen.
He told me that he was going to come over and shoot my baby in the face and piss on him in his face, and he was going to kill both of us.
That testimony derailing the entire trial. So now the question becomes, what is next? Our Bill Logan was inside the courtroom. So what is next, Bill?
Next is another trial in a couple of months once these players in this trial can get their bearings again and try and reschedule things. It was 7 seconds. I timed it. 7 seconds of testimony that, as you mentioned, undid 4 years of waiting for justice, a week's worth of jury selection, and all the other preparations that went into this trial. And by this morning, the judge had no other alternative but to throw it out.
I apologize to each and every one of you.
A clearly frustrated Judge William Fuente first chided the lawyers involved in the case.
The jurors heard testimony they should not have heard under any circumstances.
Then he apologized to the panel of Richard McTeer's peers for the decision.
That there's no way that we can proceed with a fair and impartial trial to the state and to the defense. So reluctantly, and I say very reluctantly, I'm obliged to and required to appropriately declare mistrial.
For jurors like Lori Reyes, it was disappointing.
If anything, I've learned much patience from it. It's put almost a week and a half in it already, and to find out, okay, you're just going home, everything you learned was for nothing. So that's a little frustrating.
Frustrating for the lawyers who've got to reschedule witnesses, reconfigure their cases, and select a jury again.
I think that what you saw during the first jury selection is that there are people that have heard about the case previously, but really what most people had a lot of difficulty with ultimately was the underlying allegations. So you're always going to have to deal with that. We may need another 50 or 100 jurors, but it's not anything that we're not prepared to do here in Hillsborough County and that we haven't done before.
And of course, they are going to have to do it again. Untold thousands of dollars of expense to bring the jury in, to have that jury gone through piece by piece, person by person, and of course to start it all over again, we're talking about thousands of dollars more in prosecution costs. Now, the judge has ordered both sides back into the courtroom here in front of him on September the 13th to try and figure out what schedules they may be able to come up with to get this thing started all over again before this year is out. Reporting live in downtown Tampa, Bill Logan, ABC Action News. Bill.